Hi guys, welcome to Software Collective. Today we will be exploring topic on how to land a job in this horrible market of 2023, what skills you may need to learn to land a proper job or internship, and other related topics. So, for starters, we will be looking at whether or not you should go for software engineering. Overall, I think this is a great choice if you enjoy software engineering by yourself, and it brings benefits even if market is horrible. So, even if we take into the account that salaries may drop, this is still a remote possibility work from home. It's working with your brain, not your hands. And overall, I think market will grow up again. Plus, you will have skills which are required in modern society. So when you decide to build your own business in the future, in 10, 20 years, you will have experience in doing so, thanks to software engineering career. Plus, for those of you who are only starting your software engineering journey, you still have a year of time during which you will need to actually be prepared for any kind of interview. And during that time, market situation may change for the better, although this is not highly likely that it would get better in a year, but still you have this buffer of time. So about the situation on the current market, you probably are aware about recent layoffs and overall shrinking of the software engineering industry. In my opinion, this will not impact experienced and senior engineers as much. I think they will probably land a job as easy as they could before. But for entry-level positions, it has become much harder to do. And today we'll be exploring what steps can you do to increase your chances on getting into a proper job or internship. In this video, we'll try to explore maybe not so obvious things for first-time software engineers. I think things like getting your resume perfectly is obvious, so we'll not be covering this. I would like to start off by declaring a couple of industries and knowledge which can help you land a job better. These industries and knowledge usually are either boring or considered boring by some folks, or they are hard and not everyone could get into them, and they will always be in demand even in this market. So I will be now covering some areas where people are always looking even for entry positions, at least in my opinion. But you should still do your own research and maybe you will find more opportunities elsewhere. So starting off, we'll be going with networking. Networking in terms of IT, so knowing how internet works, connecting cables, switches, and so on. And yes, this is still an IT position and will lead you further up in your career anyway. Going hand in hand with that is DevOps, so configuring web servers, infrastructure, etc., and an extension of it, which is DevSecOps. So you also will learn about security, and security and cyber engineers are in demand always, and they have pretty good salaries. So next up is systems programming. This will require you to pick up either C, C++, or Rust. It will involve you coding some chips and other low-level hardware, and probably even working on internal database engines and other really hard stuff, but they are always lacking skilled engineers and always eager to take even students and interns to pick these skills up. Going hand in hand with C++ and hard stuff will be OpenCV. So anything about offloading computation from CPU to GPU is becoming popular day by day, and this skill will benefit you greatly in your future career. Continuing on, will be AI, machine learning, and big data. All of this requires specific knowledge from computer science and mathematical statistics. And if we dig deeper, not just using like NumPy readily available or OCR readily available from the Python, and you do have some real skills in that field, and you can solve non-trivial problems, this is the area for you. Next up will be game development. So it may be a bit controversial, but I haven't heard about massive layoffs in game dev industry, and it still covers some pretty hard concepts like shaders, AI bots, networking for multiplayer games, and game dev in general is known for massive overtime work and is really pretty hard on developers. But I think they should still be looking for new people to get in. Next, you may still look into super popular industries like web development, being full stack engineer, but it will require from you to pick a domain and put your effort into this domain. For example, you need to be an expert in video processing. You need to be an expert in real-time communications, so WebRTC. You need to be an expert in blockchain, although they usually look for more senior roles, but there are not that many full stack engineers with blockchain knowledge. This is pretty much sums up all of areas which I see you can learn and still land a job. Now I'll be talking about how to actually land a job or find an internship for yourself. First up will be a bit obvious, but still many people will neglect it, I know it. You should start by networking, so calling up friends, family, your school or university postgraduate like groups, and you can even do cold reaches to companies where you would like to work, and you should propose them to consider yourself for internship role in software related field. I will dig a bit deeper in my next point, which is you should not forget that software engineers are needed not only in software engineering companies. So there is not only Amazon, Netflix, and other things, Microsoft, etc. There are also your friendly grocery store, logistics companies which deliver trucks or shipments. Then what else? Warehouses. They all need software engineering expertise for their accounting, for their, I don't know, camera setup, for their workplace setup, and for loyalty programs in groceries. So these are non-obvious choices which may receive less competition. Not many people will consider these choices for now, and this may be your chance to get into software engineering and actually even have possibilities to climb even faster than you would in software engineering company. Although I need to mention that that would not be easy. Next up will be somewhat of a networking, but you may look for startups, ground up startups, and you should consider proposing your candidature for them for a really cheap price. Because startups usually do have a lot of duty work, which super qualified engineer who may be company's CTO is not willing to take, and having you working for minimum wage may be exactly what they are looking for. So try your luck there. On the startup side, if you are entrepreneurial, and I'm sure some of you people watching these videos are, you should consider starting your own startup. Now, making SaaS applications has become super easy, and you can market them with word of mouth by yourself. So I think you can just get your own idea and learn skills required to fulfill this idea and fulfill yourself. Last but not least, you should consider remote opportunities and relocation opportunities, and in general, a downshifting mindset. It may be a bit hard for folks who are watching this from the US because your prices are really high, but landing a job in Europe or like UAE, Georgia countries should be easier, and they are still looking for engineers, although you will not get pay on the same level as in the US. But as I already mentioned, I think experience for an entry-level role means much more than salary. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to like and subscribe, and also not forget to ask questions in the comment section. We advise everyone to make their own research and arrive to the conclusions themselves, but we sincerely hope that this video was useful.